Didn't we have a cat? Didn't we have Boomer somewhere? Boomer! Boomer's already dead. It's okay. We Hi there everyone, my name is OrdinaryOli and welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm super happy right now because I just won with rock paper scissors against my brother, who is now doing the dishes because he lost. I love my brother, but he can go suck it, so that makes me super happy. But I've returned with March of the Living. You thought we were done, didn't you? You thought we were done, but no. Oh, we're not even done yet. It was a request by Darren Jonathan, what's the guy's name? Darren Jonathan, I think, yeah. Super cool of him. Thank you so much, dude, if you're watching, for requesting me playing some more March of the Living. Makes me so happy that I get, well, this is actually my first request to play a specific type of game in the comments. So, I mean, I have played it, but I know there's more to it than just Greg's story. So I'm gonna make this video again, and I love March of the Living, so I'm definitely really happy to be able to go back to it and not see that you guys are bored from it, because I have gotten praise from others who said they like the series, so I'm gonna continue it as long as you guys want to, and as long as I find it incredibly fun to play. So, new game, and we are gonna say Anna this time. There she is, yeah, Anna. I saw her, exactly. She's a purple-haired girl. And Anna left her parents' house 2 years ago to work at St. Mary's Hospital as a nurse, bringing with her Boomer, a beloved cat. So we got like a pet in this one. As the army took control of the hospital, she quietly snuck away, hoping to get back to her aging parents and sister before anything bad could happen to them. So we're gonna play Anna's story, and I think that she is gonna go and find her sister and her parents, and maybe bring them back to the same boat. I'm thinking that's the story, but let's see how it's gonna go and start. Also, I want to say thank you so much. I'm probably gonna say it again in the end of the video, but thank you everyone for subscribing. My channel just reached 42 subs, and we almost at 2,500 views, I think. So, just wow, and it's incredible to see that, and thank you so much for the support. Up until a few days ago, you had been content to sit out these troubles, safe from the outside world in your barricaded West Coast apartment. It took only one frantic voice message from your parents to convince you to leave your out-of-state sanctuary and come back home. With your trusty companion Boomer in tow, you travel as far as you can along the interstate highways, first by car and then on foot. Along the way, you hear reports over the radio of a safe haven to the east, free of infection. You decide when you reach your family it might be worth heading there. It definitely is, because we know what awaits there. If it's the same story, of course. Cross the state border and begin your trek. I'm gonna begin my trek. Where is our cat? Didn't we have a cat? Didn't we have Boomer somewhere? Boomer is not a dog. Do cats respond to whistle? Boomer does. Boomer does. Boomer's he's the best cat ever. Boomer's gone. We lost Boomer. Boomer's already dead. It's okay. Boomer is now. That's a can. That's not Boomer. Fair enough. There's an overturned truck in the road, apparently used to transport exhibits to a wax museum. The contents have long since spilled out, and many have been melted in the sun. It's a gruesome, albeit fake sight. However, the wax figures apparently used real props, and it may be worth checking for a weapon. What kind of wax figure do you give a real weapon? Maybe Bruce Willis? Search the truck. Step over the mangled wax bodies and check the inside of the truck. After a bit of searching, you manage to get your hands on something reasonably lethal. A machete. I guess you could give that to a wax figure, even though it would be incredibly scary. So we're gonna travel on, and I think we're gonna head to the city we saw before to scout for supplies. You're dumbstruck at seeing what appears to be a medieval knight using a sword to fight a crowd of infected. I know we met this guy before, he's fun. Oh, fair traveler, whilst I lended thine assistance to the knight, you boldly rush to assist the knight. Because I think he gave us something, at least in the part where we did help him, he gave us something. We have a cat. Wow, how the hell do we use Boomer? It's a closest friend. What does it mean when you use him? Does it mean we eat him? Oh, I'm hoping that's not kind of a scenario where you can survive, but only if you eat Boomer. Jesus. Okay, let's see. Intermediate rifle. So it's a good thing that we have a rifle, albeit it be rusty. Let's fight our way on against these suckers. One there. It seems to be really good at the rifle though, but it's also a really close range. Oh, you're gonna hit that guy, right? Thank you. Reload. Thank you for your assistance. Oh, he suddenly changed the voice. The knight says, speaking normally. I used to do medieval reenacting, so I still get into character sometimes. Apparently, especially when he's fighting a zombie horde during a zombie apocalypse, because that's the appropriate point to go into your theater mode. He passes you at a mixed box of bullets, saying, "Take him. I'm better with a sword anyway," before going on his merry way. What a strange man. I think he's gonna change his opinion when 50 zombies come rushing at him. Although he might be a really good sword fightsman. So, if he can take out 50 zombies with a sword, he's got my vote for president of 2016. And even though I can't really vote since I'm not a US citizen. Reload again, and pistol bullets. I really love collecting bullets, not because I like watching them, but because it earns one a lot of money when you get to a border, because they're a lot of money worth, and you can use them to buy the bullets you need or food. So the more bullets, the merrier. I want to go rest actually, because in the city you can find a safe place to rest, so we don't have to worry about suddenly getting overrun while we sleep. And then we can eat, and then we can scavenge on. I don't want to search too much, because with that high chances of encounters, I really don't want to risk like something huge. 37%, that's fair enough, but over 50%, I don't want to risk that. I know that it's only 50% chance, but still, if we like get overrun and we use a lot of bullets, or we need to use a medicine we gathered just to stay healthy or to fight off all the zombies, then what's the point we even went into the city? We built this city. No, we didn't. We built this city on Rock and Road. Great. So, 4 food rations. That's good. And shotgun shells. Great. So, we are going to go to our parents' house up there. And that's going to be our first stop. Luckily, it isn't that far away, as Greg's ex's appointment was where we need to find our son. 4 zombies, or warders, or whatever you want to call them. I really feel like zombies have like 1,000 different names, and they're being used wildly, like all over the place, in different series, in different comic books, or shows, or games. I mean, they just called every single word in the book. Seas, waters, infected, freaking sets also. And I mean, it's cool and all, but sometimes it gets really confusing about what the game wants to call them, because like I figured that in the Walking Dead, the show, if you guys know that one, I read that in that universe, people there have never heard of zombies before. It's not been in a movie, it's not been in a book, it's not been anywhere, and that's why they call them walkers, because the word zombie doesn't exist in that world. And that's really interesting. But sometimes it switches. As you walk over the crest of the hill, a pack of rotters come into view, shuffling along the road ahead. Find a way around them. This might take time, but it's better to avoid fight. You have no time to waste, take him down. I'd really like to see that there was like an info box over here with like it's 4 rotters we're talking about, or it's like 20 or something. But since it's the start of the game, it shouldn't be that big of a horde. So, and they're slow anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. And there are 4 of them. I was like kind of expecting that, because it's still in the start. So more than 4 would be kind of unreasonable to throw at you. And Abuski. There we go. Reloading. And we can walk on. Walk this way. Oh, there's a lone guy. I'm gonna waste a bullet on you because I don't want to wait all wait until you get to me so I can use a melee, and I don't want to walk all the way over to you to use a melee and then have to walk all the way back there for strategic purposes. There's a large tractor trailer in the road. The driver must have turned too sharply because it's lying on its side. Maybe it was just trying to rest. Have you ever thought about that? No. You can't see what the trailer is supposed to contain, but you can see that the door isn't locked. Open the trailer, but if there comes like a horde running out, I would love that option where it's like bang on the trailer door to see if someone responds. You open the door and find crates containing medical supplies. Oh yes, please! It seems it was a supply truck for a pharmacy. Clearly you're not the first one to explore this trailer, as most of the crates are empty. Oh. But you still find some supplies in the back, and you take what you think you can carry. You can only carry one bandage? I'm sure we could find room for more if you had, I don't know, throw out the watch. Because who needs a watch in this time, in a world like this? Eat. And do I want to rest now? Sure, let's rest. Before we reach our point, we might rest out, so it makes sense. And travel on. Down the road we go, and you arrive at your parents' house, passing through the swinging gate and overgrown weeds. A wave of concern washes over you as you notice the front door is wide open. The front windows smashed to match it. You carefully walk over to the porch, finding that your mother's petunias are messily scattered all over the floorboards. This doesn't bode well. There's been a flower terrorist on display. Enter the house. Your parents' normally spotless home is in a serious state of disarray. Shattered glass and toppled furniture litter the floor, long streaks of blood drawing a path down the hallway. Weapons drawn, you cautiously follow the trail. Judging by the haphazard path, you can tell there was a long struggle, which ended in the sitting room. You fall to your knees distraught, but before you lay the desecrated bodies of your mother and father, both executed with single shots to the head. An overwhelming mix of grief and rage overtakes your mind, causing you to collapse and start wailing, holding the cold corpses close. Oh, that's sad. Our only option is to grieve for a little while. Around an hour. You finally calm yourself and look around, trying to figure out what could have happened. Robbers, probably? It takes you some time to build up a willpower, but you reverently examine the bodies, finding bite marks in each. Oh, they got attacked by robbers, and then maybe it was themselves who knew what was going to happen, so they killed themselves. Your father's body has noticeably deteriorated more, which leads you to believe he turned, on your mother. The thought makes you sick to your stomach. Oh, that, because it was really scary when you don't know what zombies are in a world, and suddenly your loved one turns, and then they attack you, and you don't know what the hell is going on, and you're either forced to just let them kill you, because they won't stop, or you're forced to kill them yourself. But there's no other option. I mean, maybe to flee, but then you gotta live with the thought of you not having put your loved one to ease or to rest, if you say so. Search the house. Find a scribbled note on the kitchen table signed by your uncle Damien. Dear Anna, if you read this, I'm so sorry you had to see such horrors. Your sister Becky is in trouble, and I had to leave quickly to try and help her. The note ends with directions to where your uncle thinks you might find your sister. You mark the location on your map, quickly depart from the house, as staying any longer might drive you insane. That's understandable. And a great uncle. Go after your uncle Damien. A quest marker has been made, and that's at, okay, over here. So we need to reach sector 2, and we are gonna do that later on. Thank you guys incredibly much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it, especially to you, Darren. I really hope that you enjoyed the video. And besides that, thank you everyone for subscribing. My old subscriber, thank you so much for being with me for so long. My new subscribers, welcome so much to the channel, and I hope you enjoy the videos. And to every single one out there, even if you haven't subscribed and you're still watching, thank you so much for watching. It's incredibly sweet of you and nice of you, and I love you as a person. I love every one of you as a person. It maybe gets too sweet now, so I'm gonna stop myself. But thanks for watching this video. I'm gonna keep making videos, and until I see you next time, guys, have a good one. Bye bye.